Hello everybody. So I unboxed my Epson 2720 Ecotank, I think it's eco, like ecologically, I don't know, however you want to pronounce it. I think it's Ecotank. Anyway, so I unboxed it and it's been sitting here at my house because I didn't get any of the ink or anything, but inside of it comes with its own ink. These are 522, not ink that you want to use for sublimation. I think I'm going to put this in my other inkjet when I get the refillable cartridges. And then it has a cord, and then it comes with the instruction books and a CD. Who has a CD drive anymore? Because my MacBook does not have a CD drive anymore. You have to go online to download the drivers and whatnot. But here is my printer. Oh, there's my other thing. We should probably get that out of the way. And so I did not get like the other, there's like the 4700, the 4760, the other ones and stuff, because I really didn't need like all the things in my inkjet printer. If I'm not mistaken, this one has a scanner. I don't know if it does anything else though. I don't really care if it does anything else because I don't need it to do anything else. I'm gonna just set this down now. Here's the paper tray. We're gonna take all these tapes off to prep the printer. And this is a little flippy thing so your prints don't fall off. How does the paper tray work? This is a really light printer. So when I was moving my laser, it was super, super heavy. Even my new laser is not as heavy as the old laser. So here's the printer, and like here is the tank area. The tank, so black, yellow, magenta, cyan, those are typical for color process printing. That's what we use to print all the colors. It's like in screen printing. And then here are the little flippy flips that you stick the ink in. So this is my paper stack. It says continued use of the product when ink level is below the line on any ink tank could damage the product. So we don't want to go below the lines. So there's a little tiny line down here, down here, down here. I don't know how much ink this actual thing holds. From all the research that I have been gathering, these will fill the tanks and then you'll still have some left over because it says up to 2 years of ink in the box. Well, that really depends on how much you're printing. And I, for some reason, do an ungodly amount of printing. Like my new laser, the starter cartridges that came up in it, I think you could get like 700 prints. I ran through the black really fast, like within a week. My husband's like, what did you do? You used all the toner. I can't print now. Yeah, so I ordered another one. I got some Printer Jacks ink. I bought this on eBay. It was like 30 bucks, I think. And I got the 400 milliliters Sublimation ink. So I think each one is 100, which looks about to be the same size as the ink that comes with the Ecotanks. And then again, black, yellow, magenta, cyan. I like how some people call this blue. It's cyan. And then magenta or pink. And then look how yellow this yellow looks. It's very dense. I don't know. So now we shall open these up. These seem to have like interesting little caps. I don't know if they're going to work with filling this tank. We will find out. So let's open them all up. This magenta is really magenta-y. Let's start with, what color should we start with first? I guess you can go in order of the tanks. I might probably need like a towel or something, just in the event of spillage, because I'm not very graceful when it comes to stuff like this. There's so much plastic. That's, I think, the only thing that gets me is that with all the things is so much plastic, and you can't recycle these either. And we have single stream recycling, because apparently we have tons of plastic. I know. I'm gonna shake these up. Not that you probably need to shake them up. Let's check it out. All right. Oh, yeah. What was else in the box? There were gloves in the box. So gloves in the box is, you know, ankle stain. I gave my kid some food coloring the other day to paint with. He had like one of those paint spinner thingies. And his fingers are all... they're all covered with food coloring dye. I probably should go get like the real Crayola coloring dye. I was just trying to give him something easy to do. All right. Oh, I forgot my paper towel. Let me go get the paper towel. Where's the towel? A towel. I actually got a wet wipe and a towel. I don't know if this stuff like washes out or anything, but I used a dirt towel because I don't know, unless you have something you want to stain. Oh, so much sealants. All right, let me open this up. Open that up. More garbage. Here. Oh, check that out. It's like a syringe cap. So this cap comes off this. Check it. And so you can fill the tank with it. I think. I don't know. We shall see. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, I wonder. This is going to sound a little strange. But they said, like, these are perfectly keyed for this printer. And I'm just going to see what kind of cap system this has. Oh, you didn't even need scissors. This has, like, one of those super tear-off strips kind of deal. Okay, let's check out what kind of cap system this has got. Oh, so this literally is a keyed cap that comes onto the bottles. And the bottles have like this ratchet system on them. Let's check it out. Does it fit on the bottle? Oh no, it would have been too glorious. It would have been. So that's how they get you for like these inks, because they want you to buy their inks. It was a good try. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you gotta check it out. Make sure these things really don't worky work. It would have been so awesome if that had been able to screw in. Oh, they think of everything, don't they? They really don't want you to use third-party inks in their system. Now I gotta figure out how to get this back on. Oh, it just screws on. What child-proof? All right. me check out those inks. I'll put them in the other ink printer. Let's follow along. So, I feel like this will take forever if I continue to pour it this way. But I need... I found a better way. Ah! I don't know why I didn't think of this way. So... Oh! So the cap might not fit onto my bottle, but my bottle cap does fit into the printer. Oh my God, I'm damn genius. Okay. So... here is the cap. I took the cap off, and here's my printer jack ink. And I'm just going to pour that right in there. Check that out. Let's see how much ink I put in there. Oh, there's a little bit in there. So, oop, I'm getting a little crazy here. There's ink getting on my printer. That certainly so works. I know some people who are not keeping their ink for their Epson, which is all fine and dandy. But Epson ink is expensive. So I figured I might as well keep it and see if I can use it for another printer. I might just get another Epson Ecotank printer and use that one for regular printing. I currently have an HP 7525. It's a photo printer. I love the way it prints, but man, I go through so much ink in it. So I figured, like, maybe I'll just get one of those continuous ink systems, which I had for my other Epson, and I loved it because, I mean, I had that thing for years, and I don't think I think I filled the tanks one time. Dun, 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 dun. All right, this is where you need the towel, the paper towel. Got a little drippy. You know, like a wine pourer person. I'm not that good. I don't drink, so why would I drink? Like, well, how would I pour wine excellently? So now the caveat is I have this ink cap in here, and because now I have printer jacks ink in it, I'm going to rinse it out before I put it back on my Epson ink, so there's no cross-contamination. Don't forget to put the cap back on your ink from the pink printer jack. Don't leave that laying around. And then we're gonna pour this back into there. We don't want to lose that. I'm gonna set this aside. We're gonna put the printer jacks back together. Perfect. That was amazing. Now I will put my Epson ink. I will set that aside so I can rinse the cap out again. So I think I'm full. I don't know. It's not completely full. Maybe I'll fill it a little bit more. I want it to be completely full because I don't want to have to fuss with this again soon. Okay, I think I'm full now. That didn't take much. Who knew? I got ink on my table. I don't know how permanent this ink is, if it's gonna stain anything. But we don't want it to stain anything. All right, black down, black down. Honestly, I don't think it'll take very long. I'm just like taking a long time. We don't want to waste this precious ink. I decided to go with Printer Jack's ink because I keep reading about like other inks not being available. And then there's this other company I want to try that have their own ink. They have eco-solvent ink, and I want to get another printer for an eco-solvent printer. Now, I currently have 3 printers, technically 4, because I got another laser over there that I'm trying to sell. And then, but I love, for some reason, I'm obsessed with printers, and my husband's like, you're gonna get another printer? Maybe. I actually want a large format printer over the summertime because I had a bunch of printers that were kind of outdated. When my Mac updated, I was not able to use my laser anymore because there was like no driver for my laser, my old laser. And I was so bummed because I love that printer. I think I've had it since 2012-ish. I don't know. I had it for a while, and it printed really thick cardstock. Like I almost ran like 200-gram cardstock through it. It was pretty awesome because you can't find very many printers that run cardstock through it. Now here we're doing the yellow. So sticking the specially keyed inks into ink cap into the printer. And then we shall open the yellow. And then I'm gonna just pour it in. I don't even think I'm gonna use the cap. Because that's taking a while squeezing it in there. Squeezy. Okay. And here is the yellow. And I'm going to be a little bit more judicious with the pouring. The yellow seems a little bit thicker than the black ink. More viscous. I did hear that you don't want to get air bubbles in your printer. I'm not quite sure how that's not possible. There's quite a few air bubbles in this ink. I think it's from my shaking. I shouldn't have shook it. We're just going to pour this gently into the printer. And try not to overflow it. I'm sitting on the floor and this is so uncomfortable. I just didn't feel like picking up the printer and putting it on my table. It's already sitting in the spot that it needs to sit in. Because the plug is right here and I don't want to plug this into the extension cord. I got a lot of things in the extension cord. My house is kind of old and for some reason, like they just didn't put enough outlets in the wiring. So we have like extension cords freaking everywhere. All right, there went the yellow. We're gonna pour the excess back into the cappy cup. I'll set this aside so we can remember to rinse this one out. Ooh. This yellow is so vibrant. I really can't wait till I start printing because this has been killing me. I went and got like 10 pillows from the Dollar Tree. Oh, I'm so excited to start printing on those. And then my kid got like 3 personal pillows. He said he's not going to let me decorate them. I don't know. know why. I think I'm gonna decorate them while he's not looking. They're just like little 8x8 pillows. They're not anything super, like, not super, expensive, like extravagant or anything. And so here is the magenta. It's so pretty. I love magenta. We saw a magenta charger the other day. I'm like car shopping, right? And so I really want a Jeep Wrangler. Most people know, who know me, know that I want a purple Jeep Wrangler. And we test drove a purple Jeep Wrangler, but it wasn't the Wrangler. I was so bummed. But I've also been considering getting a Challenger. I need a 4-door vehicle, and Challengers are like so sexy. I did think about Magnum. I test drove a Magnum, but the one I test drove wasn't that great. I'm trying to be a little more careful with the magenta. Like, see, here we go. Can you see it? It's magenta, and I'm just pouring it into the cappy cap. Now, people have been getting like syringes and with the plungers and the needles on them. I neglected to do so. And then I tried to refill my, I was refilling my HP cartridges the other day. That was a bit of a disaster, just saying. I was like poking into, oh damn. I was poking into the ink cartridge with a screwdriver and then using a pipette to pipe in the ink into the cartridge. You know, there's foam or a sponge inside of the ink cartridges. I think that's a little ridiculous. Why can't it be just like an open well? I really think there'd be like more ink if there was an open well inside of the ink cartridge. But that's me. All right, we're almost done, I swear. I almost thought that I put this in the wrong tank. But I'm looking at the magenta, so I was like, did this go in the cyan one? It's taking a long time. We're just gonna pour it in. Now, apparently, you're all supposed to like let the ink charge in the printer. And what I'm gathering is that, you know, you have to feed it through the printer. Saving all the ink. You'd be surprised how much ink gets like wasted through the cyan. Okay, so much opening and opening. I really should have probably like opened everything and then started the video. But then you don't get my true experience, you know. I'm a little crazy. I know. See how much ink is left in these bottles? That's a pretty good amount. Just opening this back up. I'm gonna see if I can pour the rest in here. Alrighty. Alright, so now we're gonna do the cyan. I mean, technically you could probably like rinse these, but there's such a negligible amount of ink in the cap of this. I doubt that it's really gonna matter when I put 100% cyan ink in there. Now the thing about this is I actually did not buy this from the manufacturer or a store. I bought this brand new on Mercari from a buyer. So I don't have a warranty on it I don't have a store warranty or a manufacturer warranty on it, even though it's a brand new printer. So if it don't work, I'm screwed. I would probably just purge it and I got a little crazy there. Remember, I'm not a wine pourer. The blue is a little crazier. Whew. The cyan. This looks very blue though. It's not as cyan as cyan usually looks. Probably because it's super concentrated ink. I'm almost done. Almost, okay. I super cannot wait. See, that's why I needed a towel. Oh, and it's the blue towel too for the ink. Oh, I got this everywhere. Good thing we're wearing gloves. It would have been something I would have neglected to put on. I seem to do a lot of things that need gloves though. You know, make soap. Need gloves to make soap. This seems to be a little bit messier than the other colors. I'm also feeling a little bit more impatient. Okay. I believe we are full. Finally. And so we'll get our specially keyed cyan cap out of the way. I'm sure other people have thought of this. I don't think people wanted to open their actual Epson ink because I've seen a lot of people like reselling it. Somebody actually on the one Facebook group was like, if you're not using your ink, I'll buy it, you know, and they're like, oh yeah, you can have my ink. You can have my ink. Buy my ink. Buy my ink. Okay. The inks are full. So here you go. The black, the magenta, the cyan, and see how there's a tiny little thing up there, and then there's a tiny little ink down there. Can you see that? I think you can. Those are the ink level thingies. So the next order of business is to plug in the printer. Okay, so we're going to plug this bad boy in. I actually took a moment to read the directions just to make sure that I was doing it right. And we have thus far come to the appropriate directions. So now we are at step 9. Connect the power cord to the back of the product and to an electrical outlet. So the electrical outlet is directly behind the printer. Oh, there's another little blue piece of tape back here. Don't forget about the other little blue piece of tape. Oh, it's the paper loading tray. I know, that was a little ridiculous. Oh, goodness. I should have known that. That's how my other Epson printer did it, but we're going to put that back down because we got to find the power port. All right, so the power port is on the left-hand side. And we are plugged in to the power port. And now we are plugging into the electrical outlet. Okay. And it says now to lift the, a little crooked. Okay, to lift the control panel display. Okay, well, she'll do that. We'll lift the control panel display. These are very nice displays too. They're much nicer than the other ones that they used to be able to. They were like stagnant on the printer. Raise the control panel, then press the power button to turn on the product. The power light flashes. Well, the screen flashed. I'm not quite sure if the power light flashed. There it is, flashing. Then select your language. Or English. When instructed to the Start Here sheet, press and hold the Help button for 5 seconds. We've not gotten there yet. It's still saying preparing. Preparing. This is in real time. Preparing. Just so you know how long. See the Start Here bundled with the printer or on the website to complete initiation. And it says press the Start button to start. Oh, wait. We missed it. So the Help for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it says Start Initiation. Confirm that the ink is filled with ink. And then hit the Start button. Initializing. Do not turn the power off until initialization is complete. This takes about 10 minutes. We're not going to stay here for 10 minutes. We shall come back. We have made it to initialization is complete. And so the directions continue to install software. Oh, actually, it says put in the paper first. So there's like a paper tray holder back here. And I got this A-sub. Actually, this isn't A-sub. I don't know what I'm thinking. This is actually World of Paper's Sublimation paper. I've ordered a lot of things from World of Papers before, and I've always been pretty happy with their products. I also got some sublimation heat tape from them, and they sent that as well. The only thing I don't know is, do you print on the white side or the pink side? I know you can't really tell what's white and pink here, so let's compare. Do you see that this is kind of paley pink, and then this side is white? I'll have to look that up. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess the pink side because it's coated. We don't know. We don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know these things. So we're just gonna load the paper. Ooh. Make sure. So the next thing I was thinking also concerning paper is that because this printer actually prints 8.5 by 14, I'm going to maximize the print space and get 8.5 by 14 paper. It's really not much more expensive, and I can lengthen the page 3 inches. And you would be surprised how much 3 inches makes a difference in sizing. I was going to get a large format that prints a 13 by 19, and I used to have a large format Epson. I loved this thing, but I broke the carriage in it, and I didn't feel like fixing it because it was so expensive. So I ended up getting rid of it. I should have probably just fixed it. But the ink cartridges were mad expensive. They were like $75 a piece. And it was like one cartridge had 3 colors in it and then a black cartridge. God, that was expensive. Probably not as expensive actually as my toner printers. Anyway, so I'm going to load the paper. And then I own a MacBook Pro. So I love how this indicates if you're on a Mac, because lots of people are going to Mac these days. If you are using a Mac or your computer does not have a CD DVD drive, check, an internet connection is required to obtain the product software. We knew that. So print from Chromebook, I don't have that. I don't print from Windows. We don't need to insert the CD. Print directly from your iOS device. Simply connect your printer to the device to the same network and tap action icon to select the print option. Print directly from your Android. Print from wherever you are to your computer or remotely with Epson Connect. I can print wherever I'm at. That's pretty amazing. So we're going to say, okay. We're not going to adjust the print alignment. We're going to adjust this later. Print head alignment complete. You can adjust from the maintenance. We're going to confirm that it is not confirmed. We're going to change the paper. It is letter size. It is not plain paper. So we want to print on the best print settings possible. So there's presentation matte, premium matte, plain paper, envelope, ultra glossy, premium glossy, glossy, premium semi-gloss, presentation matte, premium matte, presentation matte, or premium matte. I'll say premium matte. Paper setup will be changed to the following. Okay, we're going to say done. And now we're going to connect this bitch. We're going to connect this to the Wi-Fi setup. So Wi-Fi kinetic. Let's see. Select Wi-Fi when you have a Wi-Fi network. Okay, we're going to go back. Okay. Wi-Fi direct. Wi-Fi connected. You can print wireless from computers and devices via Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi setup wizard. Okay. Searching SSID. I don't know what that means. What is SSID? I actually do know, but I can't think of it. And then a bunch of my printers come up. We're not printing from the HP. We're going to print from Shangri-La, which is our home wireless network. Shangri-La, because, you know, home is like fabulous for us. And then we're going to enter my password. How do I change it from change characters? Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm not going to tell you what my password is. I don't want you coming here stealing my Wi-Fi. You won't guess the password anyway, because it's a little stupid. But that's all right. That's why it's our password. So random people can't guess it. Now I got to do it again. Don't randomly press the buttons. That was a pain in the butt. I was almost done too. That took an awfully long time. We're going to edit that. Setting up. So we're setting up the wireless And hopefully it is not unsuccessful. Make sure we're on the right network name. Restart your router. Setup complete. Print report. Sure. We're gonna print on the sub paper. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It says print your ink level regularly. Check network. Check result. Pass. Your network is working correctly. Network status. Actually, this does not print as dull as I thought it was going to, but it is also in just black. And we are good to go. I'm going to keep this just so for posterity. And we are set up. Now we need to align our, what's quiet mode? What's quiet mode? Let's go on. I don't know what that means. And we'll go to settings, maintenance, settings, maintenance, printer setup, network settings, connect services, cloud print. You can print from the Google Cloud, print status sheet, print counter, restore default settings, firmware update. We're going to go to maintenance, nozzle check, head cleaning, power cleaning, print head alignment, reset ink level, paper guide cleaning. Paper guide cleaning, I've never had that before. Let's do a nozzle check. Load plain paper. This one I'm actually going to load some plain paper because we're not going to waste the sub paper for that. I had to pay for that. I think I got like 150 sheets though, so it's not like it's a whole lot. We're going to confirm. Load paper. Print. We're printing. Paper type does not match your print settings. Confirm current setting. We're just going to confirm and continue printing because I don't care. I know it says plain paper, but oh my God. Check your ink level regularly, which you should anyway. I'm constantly checking my ink levels because I'm obsessed with the amount of ink. My HP is currently not printing the one black ink, and I don't know why, because it says that it is full, but it is not. Okay, so I really can't see the yellow, but here's the ink nozzle check, and you can see there's a little blippy blip in the black ink head. That's not. And it says we've printed one black and white page and 1 page total. Are there missing segments? Yes. Clean the print head? Yes. Clean print head to correct missing dots. Start cleaning. So it's important to do this because this is the first time the printer is printing, and so you don't know like how the ink is like feeding through the ink head print. This says this takes about 3 minutes. We're gonna wait. Cleaning is complete. We're gonna do a nozzle check. Load plain paper. Print. Paper type does not match. We're gonna confirm. Continue printing. There's a whole bunch of settings that you can change into the printer. To make sure that you're printing like all of the time, like the way you should. So I'm gonna mess with that later, and until I get this all figured out. I've set up tons of printers, so this is not anything new for me. And we have a perfect nozzle check. And now we have printed 2 papers with borderless. So it says it can print borderless. We will check that out another time. Are there missing segments? No. So we did a nozzle check. We did a head cleaning, Power cleaning is when you really need to clean. You got really jammed up ink heads. Print head alignment, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do a print head alignment because that's important to find out, you know, if everything is printing correctly. We're gonna proceed with my printing. This is super annoying when this happens. It happens because, like, if you put the wrong paper in, that can make a difference in your print quality with, like, how the ink lays and stuff. This printer prints pretty ziggly. My whole stand is, like, shifting. And then I'm going to save my directions for posterity, because I do that. I have the box out in the other bedroom. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm obsessed with keeping the boxes of things. You never know when you're gonna need them. I had the original silhouette box, and with my other silhouette, and I sent it to my sister. She actually sent it to me, and then I sent it back to her. But it's nice to have the original boxes for things. That's just me. So we will. I actually have to find the envelope that I put that in. I'll save that for later. And then I can't wait to start printing this with my projects. I got a couple things that I want to print, and I'm going to do that later while there's nobody here at my house. I'm gonna actually use my silhouette today to print some stickers, cut and print some stickers since my husband's not in the office. It's so hard to use my silhouette when he's here because it's loud. Okay, so here is what a print alignment page looks like. And we're gonna look at the printout and choose boxes with the least lines. On the next screen, we will select the number. So the one with the least amount of lines. When you look at yours, there are these boxes with tiny vertical lines in them. We actually need some pretty good light for this. I'm gonna open up the window. Dun, dun, dun. It's so bright in here now. Alignment is complete. That was a little dramatic. Okay. What else? A reset ink level. Paper cleaning guide. I'm just curious what a paper cleaning guide is. Load cleaning sheet and rear paper feeder. Okay, we're not going to go there. Reset ink level. That is when you like put ink in there and then like to check the page, like how many pages, like it, because it counts how many pages you printed and how much ink is left in there. When you charge the printer first, it registers full ink tanks. And then when you put in new ink as you go, if you don't go like all the way down to the level, you want to change the ink's level so it knows how much ink is left accurately. Nozzle check, head cleaning, power cleaning, print head alignment. We are ready. Okay. Let's go home. Maintenance, Wi-Fi, scan, copy, quiet mode. It didn't seem like it was very quiet to me. Maintenance. Okay. Let's check the settings. Printer setup, paper source, quiet mode, power off timer. Let's check out what the power off timer is off because I'm never turning this off. Language, sleep timer, we don't need it to sleep. PC connection via USB, nope. Paper source settings, let's check that out. Paper setting, A4 letter auto switching, error notice, paper setup auto display. Let's check the paper setting. Paper size, paper type, paper size and paper type. And paper type. So in the scanning too, what's great about my Mac is that it recognizes any like scanners on the network, and all I use is image capture, and then I scan that way. So I put my document into the scanner, hit image capture, and it already scans directly to my computer, however I want it. So I don't actually set up any of these scans to the computer. And then, oh, you can check out where your copy print settings are. Manual, multi-page, density, borderless copy. Oh, we're gonna put borderless copy, actually. Okay. We're done setting up the printer. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.